What's going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be showing you guys some of my top favorite settings in GTA 5 Online for 2024 for the PS5. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are interested, please go ahead and check out my Twitch channel. I'm gonna leave that down in the link below. I am going to be streaming a lot of Rainbow Six Siege and just games to mess around with. Really trying to get into the vibe again. Please go ahead and be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. And again, please enjoy the video. Alright, so for the first setting that I want you guys to switch is going to be in your settings, and you're going to go all the way down to display, and you want to make sure you have your motion blur strength all the way off. What this really does is every time you look around in the game, it shows blurriness. You should know by now that sometimes it makes people sick to their stomach or it makes people dizzy, but always turn this off in any game. On any game that has motion blur strength, you want to turn it off. Alright, the second thing that I want you guys to switch is actually going to be in your controls, and you're going to want to switch your targeting mode to assisted aim full. What this does is that it makes your locking mode, when you're aiming, it makes you lock onto multiple people at the same time. For example, if you have two people trying to fight you and they're right next to each other, you will just be able to keep shooting them. Once you kill one, you just flick your joystick and it should automatically lock into the second player. Alright, for the next thing that I want you guys to switch is actually going to be in the same spot, controls, and it's actually going to be a little bit down from targeting mode. It's going to be to third person control type and first person control type. We're going to switch that to standard FPS 2. What this really does, it makes you sprint with R1, what makes it 10 times easier to control your aim, because you pretty much have your joystick, your thumbs on the joysticks at all times, even when you're sprinting, instead of running with X, which will maybe, like, you know, take forever to switch all the way to your joystick, which by that time you would probably already be dead. So it's honestly more convenient to just have it in your R1. The next thing I want you guys to learn is probably gonna be your sensitivity. All this has to do is, it's honestly compares to many people, but this is honestly my sensitivity, what I play on. If you guys want to copy that down, you can. But for the sensitivity part, I like it when for me, I like my sensitivity to be high. Many people like it slower. So it's honestly just a preference thing. But if you want to be fucking amazing at this game and average, definitely consider switching your sensitivity. Alright, so for your final thing that you guys would want to switch is actually going to be in your camera section in your settings, and it's going to be pretty much all these settings that I have on right here. Just make sure you copy this down. My first person field of view is always going to be on the highest. What this makes you do is, if you're in first person sniping people, like a tryhard or something, you obviously want to see more of your surrounding area than literally missing literally a megapixel of somebody. So yeah, just consider putting your field of view a little bit higher. All right, the other thing that you guys should switch in this section is probably your first person ragdoll. What this does is every time you die, you're just gonna die in third person. So basically, a little example, if I end up blowing up right here, you'll just see me die in third person like that, instead of staying in first person the whole time. Honestly, it's just very convenient. It makes the game a little bit better, a little bit smoother. The second thing in this section is, no, the third thing, sorry about that. would be the first person combat rule. What this does is when you're shooting someone in first person, which obviously makes you run a little bit faster, you just want to roll and you'll go automatically third person. It just, I don't know, it's more convenient. Honestly, this is really a preference thing, but if you really are trying to get pretty good in this game, I recommend doing that. Next thing is first person head bobbing. This has to be off. Only reason because when you're running in first person, maybe you're 1v1ing someone in beach, you do not want your head to be moving the whole time and distracting you, maybe messing up your aim, so always have it off. And the rest of the settings are just optional. This is all really what other people want to do. Whatever you guys want to do, honestly. First person hood, vehicle hood, I turn this on and off. It doesn't really matter. This is honestly for people that fight on jets, for example dogfights, that's what people call them nowadays. But if you really want to improve on your jet fighting skills, go ahead and do that. Alright, well that's gonna be it for today, guys. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be leaving my Twitch down below and the link in the description again, so please make sure to go check that out, as I am going to be live there almost every day, at least for an hour. I'm going to be playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, so please go ahead and go support, show me some love. Take care, have a good night, and goodbye everyone.